So welcome back. Again, we're going to work with point slope form of a linear equation. So the point slope form, we have this equation here: y minus y1 is equal to m times the quantity x minus x1. And remember, to do point slope form, we need two things. We need the point, a given point that the line passes through, and we also have to identify the slope of that line. So let's look what kind of information they give us here. So they give us the point that it passes through. Again, this is going to be my x1 and my y1. And it's parallel to this line here. Since it's parallel to this line, we know the slopes have to be the same. So the slope of my line is also going to be a -5. So using my point slope form, I have y minus y1 is equal to m times the quantity x minus x1. I'm now just going to substitute this information in for the corresponding variables. So we pick up on that our y1 is 4, so we have y minus 4 is equal to, our slope is a -5 times the quantity x minus x1, which is a -1, like that. So, but notice that a negative really makes that then just a +1. So I come back here and just change that back to a +1. And we've completed our task. That's now in point slope form. Let's look at this next example. I have, again, it passes through the given point, and it is parallel to the given equation. Now remember, the slope of this line, in fact, identified, remember there's understood to be a 1 there. So my point is given as x1, y1, that's the given point. And since it's parallel to this equation, we know that those slopes have to be the same value, so the slope has to be then a -1. So using my point slope equation, y minus y1 is equal to m times the quantity x minus x1. Again, I use that word quantity when I'm introducing parentheses into the problem. So I have then y minus my y1, but notice that it's going to be a -4 there. And I'm going to have then, my slope is a -1 times then x minus 4. A couple of things we can do is, a negative and a negative, we can write that as just y plus 4. And I really don't have to put a 1 there. I can just leave the 1 out and just put a negative there and have then x minus 4. So -1, or that 1 is understood to be there, and we can just leave it out. Because remember, when you multiply by 1, it doesn't do anything, but that negative does change the sign, so we can't throw that away. So that would be what we would call point slope form of the line that passes through the point for -4 and is parallel to the given equation. So hopefully you found that helpful. I believe we're getting to our home stretch now of some of this linear equations. We are moving pretty close to a new topic altogether, so stay tuned.